More than 2 years of supply shortages, rolling lockdowns, most recently in China. Your buyers are exhausted. And now inflation at levels last seen in the 1970s. You may be mentally ready to accept defeat and let go of your savings targets, but you should not. I'm Christian Schuh, the host of Procurement in the Park. My Profit from the Source co-authors and I have a recipe for achieving savings with suppliers quickly. And it can be found within our book's third building block, how your company's supplier ecosystem needs to change, and in our fifth recommendation, demand upfront double savings. The uncertainty in the market and the prospect of a fully blown recession will make companies look a lot harder at procurement to deliver more savings and deliver these savings more quickly. The good news is that it is doable, and the key is to make it personal for suppliers. Rather than working through the abstract categories and commodities, we are going directly to the key suppliers. And here is how you make it happen. Every company has a Pareto of suppliers similar to the one shown here. 20 to 40 A suppliers account for 50% of the spend. And we invite these A suppliers to join a 360-degree program. So how do we achieve double savings quickly in the 360-degree program? We achieve it by doing things very differently. Normally, in cost-down efforts with suppliers, you do a lot of stuff that takes a long time, and at the very end of it, you may or may not get savings. In 360, we ask for a savings commitment from suppliers upfront. Only once we have the commitment, we engage in activities. Also, normally, cost-down efforts are happening at the operation level between procurement people and account managers. They have limited decision authority and are burdened by things that have happened in the past. In 360, we elevate the discussion to CEO level. Supplier CEOs can make big decisions and take the relationship to your company to the next level if they believe in the narrative. So how does this CEO to CEO discussion get started? How do we create this compelling narrative? I've made very good experience with letters. And here's a high-level example. The letter should start with providing context. So why do you need higher savings now? Then the letter asks for double savings. Next, the letter should outline the benefits for the supplier in participating in the 360-degree program. And the supplier should be invited to list topics that would help the supplier to become more profitable. What is super important here? This letter will not work if it is a standard template sent to all the CEOs of your big suppliers. Don't forget they talk. The letter needs to hit home. It needs to be totally personalized. The supplier CEOs need to feel understood by you. Maybe the hardest part of the 360-degree program for supplier CEOs is coming up with meaningful topics they could ask from you in return for making the upfront commitment to double savings. Sometimes this feels a bit as if Aladdin was granted wishes by the genie and had no idea what to ask for. I found it useful to do a little bit of brainstorming for the supplier CEOs and show them examples of what they could ask for. Normally, with a little bit of back and forth, you will be able to bridge the gap from the current performance to double savings. The topics that we address in 360 cover all aspects of the joint business between you and the supplier and include operational areas like manufacturing and procurement. You can help suppliers introduce lean. You can help them to improve buying from sub-tier suppliers. And you could address strategic topics like new product architectures that you jointly develop with suppliers. It is important to note that there are no sacred cows in the CEO to CEO discussion. Anything one of the supplier CEOs deems relevant should be considered. The return for you will go far beyond just higher savings. I've seen time and again that this seeking of common ground with supplier CEOs provides benefits far beyond just double savings. You will have built robust relationships that may come handy, especially in uncertain times like these. In the next video, I'll focus on the 6th of the book's key recommendations that will transform your business. Still interested? Then subscribe to my channel. Bye!